Hey guys, it's Ash from Boho Country Glow Art. I just wanted to show you our last piece that we did. I did kind of update it a little bit. I added some purple outline. So if you want to do that, feel free. If not, it's cool. Next, we'll be adding the wooden beads to this, and then the painting that we'll be doing today, we'll be adding some wooden beads in a separate video, and it'll be a super short, easy one. I'm pretty sure you can figure out how to do it on your own, but there you go. So today we are going to be using the same size canvas. I'm using 12 by 12. You can pick whichever one you want. We are going to be doing the same kind of background techniques. You need your flat brush, large flat brush, to get the first coat on there, and then the round brush to do your little circular motions like we did yesterday. I'm also probably going to be using this medium round, and I have a number 2, I believe. Yeah, number 2 small. This painting that we're going to be doing today is not going to be used. We're not going to be having a lot of detail to it. It's a beginner painting as well, just like yesterday's, so there's not too much detail. It should be fairly simple. We're doing a cow. Everybody knows that I love the Highland cow's my favorite, but this is just going to be a regular, cute little heifer. And being that it's Halloween, we're going to be making a Halloween cow with a witch hat. Maybe we'll figure it out as we go. I haven't painted this one yet. I don't like to try to recreate it because it never turns out the same. So this is my first time painting it with you guys. So we'll see how it turns out at the end, if I have to delete this video or not. Also, if you're not really into Halloween and you want to be able to hang it all year round, you don't have to do the Halloween part. You can just leave the cute little cow. Heard that, and we're going to be putting I heard there's candy on there, cute little saying, and you can leave it off if you don't like that. So anyway, let's get started. For this painting, I hate my side profile, and I noticed that in my last video that you can see my side profile a lot, so you're going to get to see that again. Anyway, so you're going to need brown. Remember, I just go with our already mixed brown, and to get the shade I want, you'll need white. Okay, so put a little bit, and remember you need your plate. Put a little bit of brown on your plate. Actually, I think I can get this down. Okay, here we go. So your brown. Not much. We can add to it if we need to. And oh, you know what? We're not doing our cow first. It's okay though. We can just get our paint started. So first you need to pick your background color. So we have this already on our plate. If you haven't gotten to that point, wait and do that. Okay, so we need to pick our background color first. I think I'm going to do, let's see, I'm trying to think here. I don't know if I want to go with, I don't know if I want to go with orange or not for Halloween, but let's do it. Let's go with orange, but maybe not such a orange. I don't know. I'm not a Longhorns fan, so I don't know if I could put orange on there. Sorry if I lost some friends here. But I am a big Halloween fan, so I think the orange too is going to clash with the brown and the black hat. I think I'm going to go with a white with some gray. So kind of reverse of what we did yesterday. Here's the blank copy. Whew, I almost fell. So yesterday I started with a gray canvas, painted gray layer, and then did the white. Today I think I'm going to do white with gray. So opposite of what I did yesterday. But choose what you want to do. So I already have my cow colors, so I'm gonna put the white over here for the background layer. And being that I have the colors, if you don't have the iridescent colors yet, like I posted in the last post, you don't have to add this, but I am going to add in some of my pearly color to it, if I can find it. I have so many colors that I need to organize. There it is. So I'm going to pearl scent white. I'm going to add that in there. Actually, I'm going to save it for the last coat because it's going to, I think the white will be too much for it. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of get my brush ready here a little bit. And again, I'm going to start painting. Remember, just because this is white, you still, if you're doing white, you still want to put that white coat on there. And then I'm going to pause it, and then we'll catch up after. So go ahead and pause with me, and then play when you're ready. Okay, so I have my layer white. It looks just like what it did originally, white. And I got the sides, and I put my paintbrush in the water, because now we're going to use our round brush. Here I still have white, so to make the gray you're going to need white and a little bit of black. I don't want it too dark because I don't want to cover up all that white, so I'm going to put like a dot of black right there, and we can always add to it. So I'm going to get my round brush wet a little bit just to dilute this paint. There we go. And then mix it in with the rest of your white or whatever color you're choosing to do. You can comment me if there's a specific color that you're trying to mix or you can't quite figure out what colors to mix together to get a certain color. That's pretty. It's a very light gray. I would like that on my wall. Okay. And then remember to do the, this is a really bad angle. Remember to do the sides as well with these strokes, and the sides as well. You're just going to kind of go in little circles, and you can always add in more white paint where you think you might have gotten too much of the second color. Remember, if you're a perfectionist, you're probably not going to like my style or this video, so you won't hurt my feelings. I'm just that type of personality. So as I'm doing this, I recommend for the future reading the blog before actually watching the video if you are actually doing these paintings at home. Sorry if you see my arm right here. Hold this down. Just so you kind of know what to expect in your materials. I list everything and I go do a step-by-step. Eventually, I would love to do a Facebook Live painting party where I can do an event. If that is something might be, I mean, I don't want to do it if no one's going to watch. That's going to be kind of embarrassing. But so if that is something that y'all think you might be interested in, please post a comment on what time would be best for you guys, and the majority, maybe I should do a poll. I think that's what I'll do. I'll do a poll and see what time and like what day of the week. Of course, you could always do, on the live videos, you can always go back and look at it. You don't have to view it live, but it's kind of fun because then I can read your comments as we're going, and if you have questions, you can ask them straight as we're doing it together. So the only thing on me is if I mess up, I can't pause. So you're gonna have to bear with me on that one. And I'm getting the tops. So for right now, I'm just kind of posting it, and then I can do an event where you know when to log in, and I'll plan it ahead of time. That way we're all on the same page. But for right now, I'm just kind of doing like this to fill this out. I don't know, some of y'all might be wondering why I'm even doing this. So before I started at UTSA, before I started my getting my bachelor's degree in teaching, which obviously I like teaching still, and I always loved art. I probably should have been an art teacher, but learned a little bit more because I'm not very good. But anyway, I probably would still be in teaching right now if I was an art teacher. Anyway, I went to junior college in Uvalde, and my original major was journalism. And now the big thing is blogs. And people make money on blogs by getting advertisements and all that good stuff. But you have to have so many blogs before you even get noticed, and you need people, help with your friends sharing. So you just viewing this and liking it is helping me. I don't have anybody paying me right now, of course, but this is what I am doing right now because I am very fortunate to get to stay home with my child, as I have 2 in school now, and I have a little bit more time. So, okay, so here's our second coat where it's a lighter shade. So now, if you want to go on with a third color, even better, or if you want to do one of these iridescent colors, you can do your third color now. So I'm just going to add, it's so pretty, it's like a pearl color. And give it the glue. Use it maybe as a highlighter, just kidding. Okay, so I'm going to use that same round brush, get some of that water off. And this took up the entire, this wet brush took up that whole slob paint. So I'm just gonna, and I'm not gonna do as much as like how I did with the first. I'm listening to Amazon music right now, just the greatest top hits. And dogs in the background. And your sides. Okay. I know you can't see that right now. I'm just going to take it drying before you can see that part. So there we go. If you need a pause, go ahead and pause. Probably need to let that dry a little bit. While I'm letting it dry, I'm going to show you for the cow. You are going to need more white for the cow, but for the brown, the base brown, I am going to use my round medium brush. And so I'm going to start with the bigger space of white and slowly add in the brown until I get it the right shade. And I'm probably going to make a couple shades of brown. That's like a khaki color. You probably want a little bit darker. A lot darker. I might end up using the whole thing of brown. Because, I think that's a pretty light brown, but being that my background is light, I think it needs to be a little bit darker. So if you used a darker background, maybe you would want it to be a light brown cow, or maybe you want a black cow or a purple cow or whatever, or an orange cow. Okay, I think I'm going to add a little bit more brown over here and keep some of that light brown too on one side. a darker brown here, and I'm going to keep this that lighter brown in case I need it. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Okay, so there we go. Try to get some of that paint off. I'm going to pause really quick so this can finish drying the canvas. Yours can dry. Take a minute, go get you some wine, whatever you want. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper right now because it's during the day. Maybe during our live party, I'll drink some wine with you. So, alright, I'm going to pause. Okay, so I'm going to start with my number 2 thin brush, just whatever thin brush you have. I'm going to just kind of start with outlining it, and then we'll go in with the thicker brush and actually painting it. You could use pencil. If yours is completely dry, use pencil, because then you can go back. Normally that's what I would do. If this was like a masterpiece that you really want, but I'm just gonna wing it right now. So I'm gonna outline it with paint. Use some of the darker brown, sorry. And I'm going to start at the top, kind of with the ears. And remember to leave room at the very top for your hat. And it's okay if your hat goes off the page. So I'm starting about right here. This song is kind of out of it. And it's okay if it's like, because it doesn't have to be perfect yet, because we're going to go in and fill in. And this part's probably going to be white and then a pink nose, so I'm just like kind of doing the outline so I know where, so this will probably be her nose. And I'm probably going to change that color, but for the outline it'll be okay. Sorry, I just noticed that ear looks way different, but at least we'll be filling it in. And then the witch hat will probably go down right here, so I'm just going to leave this line right here to know, give me like a little guidance where I'm going to put the hat. Okay, so I'm going to start with this ear up here. I'm going to paint, let's see, I'm going to use my medium round brush again that I mixed the paint with. So since I have the dark paint on it already, get a little bit off. I'm going to paint this right here, dark. So it's kind of like I split the ear in half, just for kind of lighting purposes. Right here, I'm just going to color it all dark, like the shadow with the hat, and then I'm kind of trying, and plus I messed up, so oops, it's going to be all one color. And I'm not making it perfect right here. It's going to, see, I'm getting a little bit of my shaggy cow, I guess, with the ears. Okay. The eye is probably going to go like around right here in this area. Let's see. right here. And then go in with my lighter color. Oh, no, it's not that much lighter. Plus I didn't clear off my brush, so it's okay. It'll blend together. My lighter brown, which is probably not going to show up very light compared to the other right here. And give it a little shag. Hopefully she'll be looking better here in a little bit when I give her something to look forward to, like that candy. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do this brown because the eye is going to be black anyway. And we're going to let that dry before we do the eye anyway. I'm going to leave this right here because I'm going to go in and do that white around the eye. I feel like she needs to be a little bit heavier over here. Give her some cheekbones. Yeah, she looks a little creepy right now. Definitely a Halloween cow. Okay, just make sure that there's no white showing through. Okay, so now while that's kind of drying, I'm going to put this in the water, and I'm going to get my white, and then I'm going to use that same brush, so make sure you get all the paint off, get the water off. Remember I used a rag that I just keep on my desk to keep paint from splattering. So just get that off. And then now we're going to go in and paint all this gray or whatever color you have white, and then where we left those little spaces white as well. I think I had one person comment about, I think it was Dixie, that commented about her son liking to do, he likes to do canvas parties. And I'm not sure how old Gavin is. I think he's probably preschool, maybe 3 or 4. Can't remember exactly. Anyway, that'd be fun to do it with the kids too. So maybe we can come up with some kid ideas. And then they get to have computer time and mommy and daddy time doing it with them. So that's a great idea, Dixie. Thank you. And it's okay if a little bit of that brown gets in there anyway, because cows have random little hairs anyway. My brother has cows, and not one cow looks the same, so. oops, sorry. This up here doesn't have to be perfect because the hat's gonna kind of hide that. So this white that I'm doing right here is kind of like her eyebrows, I guess. I don't know if I have eyebrows, but her coloring, her markings. I kind of liked how there you go. And some of the brown mixed with it and looks great. And I'm probably going to go in with a little bit, like shake off some of that white, add in a little bit of the brown, kind of like make it a little bit of a lighter brown, like a darker white, whatever you want to call it. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe I should have saved that khaki color from the beginning. Go in. Okay, so now I'm just kind of making that khaki color. I should have left some earlier. The creamy brown color. Just adding in a little layers to it. This would be a really good painting with watercolors. But right now I'm sticking with acrylics until I can learn more about it, because I haven't painted in so long, until recently, that I'm reteaching myself. So I'm learning with you guys. And it really, I've read, you just have to keep at it and practice, and you'll learn your own strokes and techniques, and you can read about it and learn from others, but really it's just practice and learning what you're capable of and what works for you. And I'm just adding some lighter brown in her cute little cheek area. I don't know if that's what you call it, but oh, and I did find out those, what I kept calling, I don't even know what I was calling it yesterday, or the other day, the spikes from the cactus. They're actually called, they are called thorns, or spines, and the other part are called ribs. So I learned that, and I did put that in the blog the correct way. So maybe it is better that you read the blog before actually watching my videos. So we might be in trouble if we do live views, because I make up words. Okay, and you're going to want to save some of this brown too for her nose. Okay. Add a little bit right here too. Remember, it's better to start off smaller, because you can always add to it versus taking it away. I mean, you can take it away by adding more of the background, but that's just a big hassle, and I've done that a lot. So I just learned, start small and then work your way until you get the layer or result that you want. And I'm just kind of doing a little fringe right here. You can see how it's kind of, I'm just kind of using the little end of the brush for strokes, so it's not a straight, which I'm probably going to go back and do straight lines, but for right now, that's what I'm doing. Knowing me, I'm going to go back with like a pink or something and outline my cow like I did my donkey. Okay. going to do that. I think I'm going to do that all the way around instead of doing an outline of funky colors on this, because we're going to have funky colors on the hat. Maybe we can actually make some cute little gumballs or candy wrappers or something to add to it. We'll see how much time we have. My dogs are playing with each other. And the Black Panther. Okay, so there is just the outline and features of the face. We're at 31 minutes now. Okay, we have time. I'm trying to keep it under an hour because that's usually how long those painting parties last. Okay, so now we're going to do the body. This is going to be a little harder. I'm going to make a darker brown. I'm going to add a eensy weensy bit of black to this, and I'm probably just now ruining it, but we can always start over unless you don't have enough paint. Sorry. Watch me do it first. Okay, this is kind of making it gray. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more of my original brown from the bottle. Only because whenever I add, the body is supposed to be like behind it. I still want this brown to stand out. So I'm try to kind of keep the lighter colors too, because we're going to go in there and add. Get some of that paint off. I'm going to start about right here. Maybe I should use my smaller brush, but it's okay. I already had the paint on this. Making myself nervous. Just go with it. Just go with it. Okay. It looks funny because the head's so flat and it looks like a cow standing up. Once we add in the nose and all that great stuff, hopefully it looks better. And the hat to give it some... Okay. Just trying to get some of this paint off my brush right here. Remember to go underneath, follow through. Actually, before I finish that, what I want to do is do her nose so I can see where I want to put my white and brown spots of my cow. Well, I guess let's go ahead and do the fringy thing right here around. Since we have all that paint on our brush and we don't want to waste it. And her body could be going out further too, but I want to stay skinny right now until... Because I'm thinking her nose is going to go out a little further down. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and draw a line right here so I can remember to make her nose a little further down. So this will be still part of that. Okay. Now my GSP is trying to get in the house. I can hear him at the door. He wants in. It's a big baby. And I'm leaving some of this because I'm going to do some white. So I'm just kind of, I'm not doing even strokes. I'm just kind of putting it on because, and I'm not making like hair strokes with all that detail. That would be like a whole different level. Or shading, like lighting. I think once I get the nose in, I'll be able to see more of how I want this body going. Right now I'm not seeing it. Okay. Use some of this dark brown right here too to go underneath where her eye is going to be, to kind of highlight her eye up to the eyebrow. I keep adding, so less is more, Ash. Okay, I'm gonna put this brush back in the water. I'm going to get my white, and I'm just gonna kind of put it over here. And a dot. Like, I'm serious, like a tiny dot of red. Just put it like on the side. Don't even put it in the white because you're not going to need that much. Now I'm going to use that same brush, get that brown paint off, rinse it off. Okay, so I'm going to take that red dot, mix it with this white. I mean, we don't want like a clown red nose on her. We just want a little tiny pink, but not like, you know, not like a pink pig. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Add a little bit of brown. There we go. Give it kind of like a mauve color. That's what I'm looking for. Like a mauve color. So I added a little bit of the brown in there, a dot of red and white. And I'm trying to get some of that paint off. Okay. And this is not all the way dry. I didn't even let it dry, so you're going to see some brown in here too. It's fine. And you can go back if you mess up with the brown or white. then we're going to put the nostrils in too, so. A little bit of brown just to kind of outline that a little bit and kind of blend it in a little bit. Just kind of blend it down, give it some texture a little bit, maybe a little bit more. Get a little bit darker mauve. I like that word. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but it's fun. It's a little bit darker. Okay. I'm going to stop while I'm ahead. Okay, now I'm going to get, she looks really silly right now. She looks like a clown cow. Ooh, she looks like a, I don't even know, like the scary movie cow. Okay, then you're going to go back in with your brown. I'm just going to kind of wipe off the pink because it's not going to show so much through that brown. Dip it in my brown. And give her some nostrils. I'm going to start over here. Get back in a little bit with that pink. Okay, I have way too much paint on my brush, so I'm trying to get that off. And I'm probably going to go in with a smaller brush here in a little bit to add a little bit more detail to that. A little bit of white, just to... Let's see. I think that's going to be good for right now. I'm going to let that dry before I add anything else to that because, actually, my brush is still wet. I'm going to add a little bit of brown light brown right here. And now we got the whole gang barking. And I would yell at my dog Charlie to stop barking, but he cannot hear me anymore. He's deaf. So he just gets to do him now that he's old. pause it really quick and get these dogs to be quiet. Okay, so now I'm going to go with my white and color all this white, and then I'll probably use my white to go in some here, over here, and fill in some of that. So I still have white on my plate. If you need more white, go ahead and do that now. And I just realized I didn't paint the brown, so we'll have to go back and do that in a little bit, but save your brush right now. Probably shouldn't be setting it right there, but it will. Okay, now I'm going to go in and put a little bit of white and give her some white specks. Kind of fringing it around it so it's not so perfectly. Going to kind of outline a little bit with, actually get your smaller brush and do that if you're going to. I'm just going to, oops, I did not put that brush in the water, so it got hard, so got to get that old paint off, the water off. I'm going to use just a little bit of white on my brush, just to kind of break this up a little bit. Go back with my lighter brown. Give it some layer here. Kind of separate because my background's so white. Get some texture a little bit. I know if you're a real artist and you're watching this, you are cringing right now. I am so sorry. I'm going to go ahead and do the brown on the bottom while I have it on my brush. He already did it, A+. Just like every time I put the brown on my brush, it's like a different color of brown, and I just like it, like adding different shades of it to. Okay. Okay, just kidding. Now I'm going back with my small brush. I am a multitasker. Let's see. Sorry, it's really hard for me to do because I'm right-handed and I have the computer over here. I'm going to go in with my small brush, get it wet, get it off the brown, and I'm going to detail this up a little bit better. A little nostril. And this is going to go past an hour, sorry. Because I didn't pause it as much this time. But I feel like there's a little bit more detail in this cowl than there was in that cactus. I want to hear Brett. Okay, we have that. What you missing, cow? I think I'm going to go back to that medium round brush and kind of keep water on it and kind of dilute this brown a little bit with a little bit of white. Make it that khaki color again. Shadow right here. Oh, I really want it whiter than that. Let's see. What do y'all think? If you were alive, you could tell me. I just keep adding. You don't have to. So here. Okay. I think I'm gonna make her body a little bit bigger on this side. So I'm getting the darker brown again. Like I said, it's better to start small and work your way bigger. Ooh, this is a bad song. Sorry. Maybe I should pause and find a different station. Okay. You can go wrong with country and I just didn't want a bunch of bad words playing. I feel like he needs. I feel like she's just gonna stay there for right now until. Okay, I'm gonna give her black eyes really quick, and then I'm gonna get Rhett and then pause it. Because it's driving me nuts right here. I have to finish that part. So get your black. Find room on your plate that's not. I just found a dry spot from that gray. You need to get a new plate, go for it. I am going to use my small brush. Actually, if you have like your brush about this size, I don't know, it's probably like, oh, it's a 5. If you have a 5 round brush, if not, use your small brush or your medium brush. And we're gonna go back in and add some gray and white to her eyes to give a little more detail, but just for right now. And that's really gonna have to dry before you add in the detail. Oh, just a one-eyed cow looks way better than what it just did just a while ago. Oops, that's brown still a little bit. Way better. I should have done that from the beginning. That's the part I always mess up at. I always make one bit bigger than the other, and then, like, if it's looking at you straight on, that's why I kind of like to, like my goat back over there. I like how he's looking at an angle, so his eyes don't have to be perfect. Same thing as my donkey over there. This girl right here. She's looking at me with these pretty black eyes. Okay, so far that's what I have. And typically, since I have the black on my brush, I would continue with the black and add the hat, but I'm going to have to pause right now. I'm so sorry. Maybe we could at least add a few eyelashes coming off. Pretty. I'm gonna stop there. And then flat head cow right here. And then we'll come back in about 5 minutes after I change the diaper and make a baby happy. Okay, we got this crazy haired man awake. Say hi, Rhett. Where's Suki? And he's got a little project on the ground that he's gonna do. Suki. Yeah, Suki. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Hi. That's my youngest. That's Rhett. He will be 2 in January. Okay, so it's just. Oh, Suki's giving him kisses. All right, so we had the cow's eyes, and I still have black on my board. That is plate that's still wet, so we're good. But I forgot to put my brush back in my thing. Okay, so do that. Put your brush back in. Actually, I'm going to use this same brush right here just to kind of outline the nostrils a little bit. Rhett likes to sing and dance. It's a good thing I changed the music that had bad words. He's got a cough. Okay, so I'm just kind of adding a little darker to the nostrils in certain areas. some coloring. Alright, now I'm going to add the hat. I might have to add some more black to it, but, and then, alright, let's see, what a witch hat. I should have Googled what a witch hat looks like, but I think I can probably wing it. Remember, start little and then work your way out. I can't tell if you're even being able to see this until I rewatch this later. And then the black's gonna have to dry before we add in pumpkins or whatever we want to put on her hat to decorate it. Flowers, spiders. Ooh, or the candy would be cute on there. Ooh. It looks like she's graduating. Okay. I wish I would have left more room. If I did this again, I would bring this down less body, face here, hat up here, so you could see the whole hat. Now my son is arguing with a 3-pound Yorkie. And then I'm going to follow through on the top. And I think I'm going to come back down. So it's kind of like looping back down. Yes, sir. Oh, I like your picture. Man, I really wish I had more room to work with the hat. I don't know if I should add more or not, or stop. Okay, that's it for right now. So I can let this dry, and then we'll add in some fun stuff right there. Let's see if her eyes are dry. Oh, yeah, they're about dry, so we can work right there. You know me having to add a little bit more when I should stop on her nostrils. You got chalk? Okay. What you doing?
Thank you.
Thank you. Put that in your water. Okay, so for her eyes, I'm going to use my little brush. I'm going to go in with, I still have some gray from my background. Or you can use white. Make it mix it with the black to make gray. I'm just going to kind of highlight her eye right here. What's the matter? I have to pause that. That's my husband calling. Hold just woke up. You there? Okay.
What's up?
I said Rhett just woke up.
Oh.
Yep. Say hi, Daddy.
Ooh, did you wake him up?
Nope, he woke up in a bad mood.
Typically, he doesn't wake up like that.
No, I don't think he feels good. I'm gonna give him some Motrin in a little bit. I'm gonna give him some Motrin in a little bit. I gave him Benadryl this morning.
I think he's got teeth or whatever.
Yep.
But anyway. Alright. Hey, Colton said he was staying again, right?
Yeah, he said he was gonna try to make the game too.
What time is that?
7.
Oh, okay. Cool. Alright.
Are you trying to go poo-poo? Maybe he's constipated.
Alright.
Okay, bye. Are you trying to go poo-poo? Is your poo-poo hurt? Oh, I didn't even realize I was recording this whole time. I don't even know how long that was recording. I was just going through and kind of blending the colors together. And you got to hear my son crying. He's a little constipated right now. Hopefully I paused it while I was on the phone with my husband. I have no idea. Oh man, I hope I don't have to delete this whole video because I'll never be able to paint this again. And the black is still wet, so she kind of looks like a scared crow cow. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch this, but I can't until we're done. I don't know how to do all this technology stuff. So anyway, wow, if you wanted to fast forward all of that when you watch this, I hope you did before you got to this point. So as you can see, I just added in some white details on her eyes. I just kind of blended in, I was kind of fringing the sides. I'm not sure exactly how much you saw because I don't know when I pressed play or if I just didn't pause it when I said I was. Okay, well there you have it. Anyway, I'm going to pause it right now because this is going to have to dry. Bye. Okay, so it's almost dry. You can see that how we're added the detail in the eyes, blended, hat's almost dry. I'm going to go ahead and keep rolling with this. So I think we're going to do some, in the hat, I saw pictures, somebody did flowers and stuff like that, but I kind of want to do some pumpkins and some greenery. So I'm going to get my, I would probably get a new plate by now, but I really don't want to go downstairs and get it because then he's going to really start crying. So yellow, and I'm going to do a little bit of blue, and if I need to add more blue, I will. It's probably going to turn out teal again like yesterday. I got my round brush. I'm just going to use that to mix it. Okay, so it's turning out like kind of like a lime green, which is pretty, and the blue. Mix it in more. Like I said that last video, I like it when it's not all the way mixed, so you can kind of see multicolors. I'm going to leave this just cut out because I'm going to use it again. I'm going to take my medium round brush, or actually my number 5 brush, get the paint off and the water. This one, it's 5 round. Get my green on there, and I'm not copying a certain plant, so I'm just gonna. Oh, you can't see. So I'm gonna just make some like foliage around before I put the pumpkins on top. It doesn't have to be too perfect because the pumpkin's gonna tie it all in. So you can see where that black got in there. Okay, I'm going to do 3 of those. Like I said, I like odd numbers and art. I'm going to add a little more blue to the screen. Make it kind of like I put a lot. It's okay. You don't need to add all of it in. To just make another shade. So this is going to be like a teal. Just different color, so it's not, so you can tell it's a different foliage or a different plant. This one. Just kind of go with it, like however that brush because I'm just going to get straight up yellow. I'm going to use my skinny little brush. Oops, I didn't get the wet off very well. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go in with some glue that I have left over and do some detail line in the middle of these green ones. Suki. Okay. I'm gonna wet my brush. I'm gonna make it pink. So white and red. Some medium brush to mix it. Do some little buds. Let that dry a little bit. I want that to dry before I start on my pumpkin. Okay, so I'm going to connect those little buds somehow. My small brush. Let's do maybe some purple. So use that red that you have on your plate and that blue you have on your plate. And we can just make some purple. I need to add more red. And I'm adding some white, so it's almost like a lavender once I show you. And actually I'm going to go around those pink buds with that. What's the matter, bub? Sorry for the long voice. I'm going to get that yellow again. Just kind of going with some more green. Try some more green going out this way. So, hi. You telling Suki hi? I don't think I like how that thing is going over there, so I'm going to go back to my purple. Just color it back up. I know I'm doing this really fast, so you can pause and go through, and I hope you're just kind of creating your own too, because it's kind of hard to copy this kind of stuff. Hi. Go get a tissue, you got boogies. Okay, I'm going to pause really quick. Okay, so this is just about dry, still got a little bit to go. I'll have to go pick up my other son here in a little bit. So I got my orange on my plate. I did not mix the red and yellow. I just went ahead and got orange. I'm going to use the medium round get all that water off. You singing? Okay. Pumpkin. I'm gonna do the pumpkin right.
Hey. That. Okay.
Yeah, definitely didn't let it dry all the way. So tip to you, make sure you're learning from me, some of my errors, so.
Yeah. Ah. Yeah.
It's a little flat.
Oh, this here. Yo. Hey. Hey.
Adding a little bit of white because it's a little dark. Cover that up. I should let this all dry, but I am in a big rush right now. Okay, so I'm gonna let this little pumpkin guy dry before I add the little ribs, I don't know what you would call it, in the pumpkin. The little ridges. I don't know.
Oh, shit.
Okay, now we're gonna put the, hey,
Ah.
here, is this what you want? Here, there you go. No, that's ouchies. Okay, look at the book. Alright, so now I'm going to do the heard that saying on the bottom. Or, not heard that. Heard there was candy. I think I'm going to use the orange.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hello.
I'm going to pause it while I do it, and then I'll show you because it's just too hard to do it while I am filming. Alright, so that's going to be part 1, and we will finish when I get back from my kiddo. So I'm going to have to stop this video, and then we'll have video number 2. Just because I don't want to rush through it with a crying baby and not be something that you want to hear or it be good. So. Welcome back to video 2. Okay, so since I just went ahead and finished it, so you don't have to sit here and listen to me talk or paint with me not knowing that I was videoing. I felt kind of silly about that earlier. Here is the final result. I guess I can just hold it. And I'll tell you what I did. Alright, so I added heard there's candy. It was supposed to say heard that there was candy, but I shortened it up. So, and then I just kind of did the swirly on the bottom, around, changed up the font, didn't really fit, so just got creative with it. For the hat, I added the pumpkin and then the little lines on there, and I did put some gold in there and some pink translucent there, and then I don't know if you can see in the eyes, I added some pearly color to make her eyes stand out. So I guess I can start from top to bottom. Did add a little bit of gray right there. Oh, and then I did put the little orange dots that wasn't there earlier. Just add a little more detail. added a little translucent into the words. Traced candy with purple. So yeah, that's our Miss Cow. I don't know, she needs a name. So maybe you can comment with a name. I don't know. I can't think of one. So I'll post a blog on how I did this. I don't think it's going to be as detailed as the last one because I forgot to take pictures throughout the process. So it's kind of hard to describe painting without actually seeing. So you're going to, if you want to watch this video, you can, but I'm sorry about the ending part of the last video. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and please, please, please like my blog and follow it, subscribe to it. The more followers I get, maybe one day I'll get some advertisers to want me to advertise some of their stuff and where I got the supplies or stuff like that, where I can make some money. Maybe I'm a stay-at-home mom. Also, have a YouTube channel. That's where I'm posting those videos from, so you can click on the link in the blog and it'll take you to my page, and I'm going to have all the videos on there, as well as on my blog and on Facebook and on Twitter, and I guess that's it. I have Instagram, but I'm not really sure how to post all of that stuff on there yet, besides pictures, and then Pinterest as well. So, alright. Thank y'all. Have a good day.